What's up, guys? Ant-Man816. I'm bringing you a video. I'm bringing you my post Starstrike Blast review. It was a good sneak peek. I had fun at the game cafe. I went 3-2. I didn't get a chance to stay for the door prize. I had to leave, so I don't know if I would have actually won anything extra or anything like that. I thought I wouldn't get nothing just going 3-2, so I left. Because the event did run kind of late, but anyway. Alright, on to the card review. This is going to be like a card review. First things first, the new archetype, Kakakuri, is going to be sick. I mean, the monsters are crazy. The trap support is nice. Kakakuri Trick House, I mean, it's just a broken card. I mean, the Kakakuri monster is switched to defense and it can destroy something. You know, it's a good card, good trap. I have actually some of the cards with me. One thing I do want to show, though, with the Kakakuri cards, and it's going to be, if you have life points to spare, it's going to be a really good card. And I like it, and that's, we used to be called Mechanical Spider. It's a Kakakuri Spider. But yeah, life points, you can just attack a dark monster and it's destroyed. So whether or not you beef this guy up or not, or if you flip a golden gearbox to give it 500 extra attack so you don't take that much damage, or even anything like that, this card kills dark cards, so it's pretty cool. It's like the answer to Catastrophe, but battle damage is still applied, so yeah. Unless they change the rule on this guy. Anyway, yeah, that back there. Another thing I wanted to mention, Geminis actually got themselves a draw card. Or wait, hold on, I think I read the card wrong. I'm not, actually, oh god. Okay, I think the ruling was if, like, skill drain or something is activated, you can't activate it. But, you can play White Elephant GIF. Oh, no, excuse me, sorry. What I was talking about is, I was reading on the Yu-Gi-Oh website about Gemini's Heat Wave. Sorry. Well, let's talk about that before I talk about this. Sorry, guys. I know I'm all over the place. Or actually, I don't have it in the stack of cards with me. Heat Wave is pretty much the opposite of Cold Wave, where you can't normal summon or special summon effect monsters. And since, Gemini monsters are, in fact, effect monsters that make themselves treated as normal monsters, because that's their effect, then it would be negated. But you can play they got a draw card now. It's a White Elephant's Gift. This card right here. Yeah, see that? Pretty much what it does is you select one face-up non-effect monster you control and send it to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. So yeah, this could work really good. In fact, I actually see this more intact into a vanilla Exodia deck. So, OG King 13, I know you play vanilla Exodia deck. If you're watching this video, you need to get copies of this card. Because with Heart of the Underdog and this, you can just keep on drawing. Because if I remember right, you don't run your magical libraries in your vanilla. I can't remember your vanilla complete deck list, but with all the normal monsters, you summon 1, you can get a +2 off of this, so that's pretty good. Or, you know, you can make it work. But yeah, I just want to show that. One thing I did notice at the sneak peek is Notorious. Oh god, with these cards coming out, they're going to be broken like no other. And I'm actually just talking about common card wise. Alright, the first guy I want to talk about is this green little bitch right here. Sorry, I have a hard time pronouncing it sometimes. Notoria Pumpkin. Its effect is, when this card is normal summoned or special summoned, I believe. No, sorry, when it's normal summoned, you can, and if your opponent controls a monster on their field, excuse me, you can special summon 1 Notoria monster from your hand. This card right here is the Marauding Captain for Notorious. And it goes good because you can bring out another card from the sneak peek who, it's not all that great, but it's a 2200 beat stick. It can go over Cyber Dragon, Notorious Stag Beetle. and it has an effect. It's just a simple effect. Will return during the battle step or damage step of this card's attack. When the card attacks and your opponent activates a card or effect, you can select one Naturi monster in your graveyard and special summon that monster from the graveyard. So that's kind of cool. It's a good +1 if you're like, and it's any Naturia, so you can bring back like your Naturia Synchro, like Naturia Beast back if they flip like or if they flip like anything to stop it, like threatening or anything like that, as long as they do it in the battle phase or in the battle step or damage step. You know, like Magic Cylinders, you can get back Naturia Beast, stuff like that. So that card's broken there. They got themselves a good counter trap, and it's common for some reason. XDO's Fang. Pretty much, if you control one Naturia monster and you have at least one card in your hand, you can negate the activation of an opponent's spell or trap card and destroy it. Then send one card from your hand to the graveyard. That would be the one card in your hand. It's kind of weird to mess up. Pretty much, as long as you control a face Naturia monster, if your opponent activates a spell or trap card, you can negate it by discarding one card from your hand. That's pretty broken. And it can negate anything. It can even negate, as long as you have a Naturia face up, it can negate Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning, you know, stuff like that. Another good spell card that should be going into your decks, I believe. I mean, I haven't really looked at the deck list, but Bakion's Bark. It affects reads, activate only if you control a face-up Naturia monster. Your opponent cannot activate trap cards this turn. This shuts down Bottomless, shuts down Mirror Force, shuts down Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning. It shuts their whole back row down unless they have quick play spells for a turn. So it's like Cold Wave for the deck, but you can still play your cards. Let's see what else here. There's some other stuff like I traded for a couple of Scarecrows. Those are pretty good. They're like Battle Fader. When your opponent makes a direct attack, you can discard it to end the battle phase and stop that. So that's pretty damn good. There's another good common trap card I wanted to show you guys. It's called Defender Intersect. Pretty much what it does is activate during the battle phase. Defense position monster your opponent controls are changed to face-up attack, and their effects are negated. So I mean, that's pretty good. See what else is here. Oh, the one thing I wanted to mention about Katakuri earlier, and I'm sorry I'm bringing this back up so late, is the fact that since they switched to defense mode, the highest one I've seen, except for maybe the Synchro monster, which I didn't really I didn't even never a chance to attack it because, you know, I couldn't bring out nothing bigger than it. The highest I found was like 16, so they're gonna have trouble against Black Wings because Bora can just pop over and do damage still. One card and some other cards I like from the set that I already made a deck for, and I posted it yesterday on the 8th, and it's already getting good reviews, or it's getting good views, I should say. And that's my Red Nova deck, Red Nova Dragon. It's a good card. Some of the support it got is just phenomenal. I mean, we actually got some decent level 1 synchros, or I feel it's decent. It's called Attack Gainer. You guys can see it in the video. But pretty much just cards to make Red Dragon Archery a playable deck. There's a trap card that's common. It's called Red Screen. Pretty much, your opponent cannot declare attacks. The only downside is at the end of your end phases, you take 1,000 damages, and it's not optional. Yes, you're like, oh my god, that's a horrible card. Why? Well, for the people that don't know nothing about the set yet, or you won't look up the cards, it has a second effect, or pretty much the only way to get out of it is if you had damage previously. You had like 900 life. You have like 7,900 life points. That means you can have the card outside on the field for 7 turns, and then the last turn where you have to pay 1,000, but you only have 900, the card destroys itself. So you can stall for 7 turns and waste your life points, but that's kind of bad. So yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. So the second effect is what makes it good. If you have Red Dragon Archfiend on the field, and you have one level 1 tuner in your graveyard, you can destroy Red Screens to special summon the level 1 tuner back to the field. That makes summoning out Red Nova Dragon that much easier because all you have to do is go level 3 Synchro. Or level 3 tuner. Another thing about the deck is Mistress of Yokel. That was another good. It was a great trap. I had that first edition Ultimate Rare. kind of proud that I got that. I got it through trading. It's a good trap. It makes synchroing a little bit easier sometimes, especially if I want to go lower. And it actually will let me convert my Red Nova deck into a Shooting Star and Red Nova deck. Because I like doing Marauding plus level 3 to level 6. But playing Yokel when I do that, I can go Marauding level 3, Yokel it, get them to both down to 1, sync out for Formula Synchron. And then if you already have Stardust on the field, just wait and then you can sync up for Stardust. Or Cell Synchro for Stardust on your opponent's turn if you felt like it, just for the fun of it. Or you know, anything like that. Or if you know, there's just so many ways you can play. So yeah, guys, that pretty much covers it. I don't really know about all the scrap cards. I really didn't pull any. I really didn't play anyone who had any scrap cards to play with. So I don't know on the scraps. The only thing I didn't like about the set is some of the synchro supports. There's a few cards that are supposed to help out synchros, and yeah, I don't like that much. There's a couple other cards I want to show you real quick. There's a few Ice Barrier spell reports. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. I should do better on trying to keep everything together in one thing. One other Materia card I want to show. It's a comic called Leo Drake's Mane. Pretty much what it does is select one face-up Materia monster control. Its attack becomes 3,000 and its effect is negated until the end phase. So you pretty much make any Materia monster 3,000 beat stick. And all you have to do is negate its effect. So that's pretty damn good. Last one is one of the cards I did not like in the set. It's called Necrolinker. Pretty much you contribute this to select one Synchron Tuner monster from your graveyard and special summon that monster. And it cannot be used as a Synchron Materia monster during the turn. It will special summon by this effect. So yes, I don't get how this would be useful unless, like, and this is too situational for me. And I like playing with situational type decks, so to speak. Is if you bring back a Synchron monster, anyone like a level 5, and then you run Urgent Tuning. Which there's only one deck I run Urgent Tuning in, and that's Black Wings, but I side it in because I like to mess with my opponent sometimes. As you know, you go sure, bring out value, do value for 8, and then single for like a Tasher or somebody, and just poke at it even more. It actually can win games. But other than that, though, I see really no point for Necrolinker, unless you guys think of something. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Me covering some of the common cards that are kind of good, and just talking about what I've seen of the set. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe, guys. M816 out. Peace, guys.